good to go. Give me 1 second, people. Do 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 do. Sorry, dudes. Just 1 sec. Here we go. Here we go. Got the link. Got the link. Let me just share the link with everyone, and then we can do what we need to do. All right. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. So I'm a little bit slow. It's hey Berry Place 28. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So I'm just sending the link out and whatnot. And then all right, I just got a couple. How are you doing this evening or this afternoon? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Where is it? What am I looking for? That one. Alrighty. Alrighty. Here we go. Let me just share that to another couple of places. I'm good to go. Doing good, thank you. Doing great. Finished work today. This is my last day in work for the summer break. So I'm glad that the summer break has come. It's been a long term. It's been a long term, but summer holidays are here. Very excited to go to California in 6 days. So yeah, we're going to try and pump out as much content as we can before I go and when I come back. So I'm super pumped. I'm so glad to be able to like work on the channel a little bit, and yeah, I'm super excited to get the videos out and go and experience California for the first time. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. We'll put that there. Then we should be good, I think. Yes, I believe so. I just need a little random thing. Hey Jay, how's it going, man? I'm so excited to go, man. I can't. The other thing would have made it better if all of y'all could have come, but hey, life happens, and there's always an opportunity to come next time. So, you know. But other than that, so I'm just trying to find a picture of. I can't see anything that I want. I can't find a picture that I've not already used for Instagram. So Instagram can just not be a thing. So yeah, this stream tonight is just a little, just a just a talk really of the video, and because this took up a lot of time of watching the video, like watching the movies and watching the movies and creating this video. It was literally like half a year. It's been like the biggest project I've done on the channel. So I am super looking forward to just talking about it, and any questions that you guys have and all that kind of stuff. Anything that wasn't kind of like answered in the video, or any questions really of like California, the trip coming up, or the Marvel video, just general Q&A questions as well. Please, yeah, get them in the chat, and essentially that's what it is. As I'm talking, I will answer your questions and things like that. And yeah. I do get to hang out with JB. I'm super looking forward to that. He's such a cool guy. He's so funny. I feel like we just vibe really well, me and him. It's a good time. So I'm looking forward to hanging him out in person. And Berry Place, nice. Absolutely. I'm there the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of August. So I'm there for 4 days. I've got 2 Disneyland days and 2 DCA days as well. And you live stream Disneyland a couple of days a week. That's awesome. That is awesome. I've always kind of debated streaming in the parks. I debated doing it last year when I went to Disney World, but the way, for me, because I love the editing process of things. I love the editing process for like I always have like kind of like an editing style in mind. This one is the last one was for my 30th birthday at Walt Disney World, so it was kind of like a VHS, kind of like a home video type vibe, and I feel like that came off really well. Please, if you've not watched those videos, please go ahead and do so. They were a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed making every single one of those. And this one is called a Zach's Eye View. So essentially it's going to be more or less traditional vlogging. There's going to be no kind of like trickery to the editing or whatever. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to doing that. Yes, unfortunately, I am going on my favorite ride first thing. I mean, I just want to get it out of the way. Like, I'm gonna be a brave boy, and I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get it done. And you have a reservation for the 3rd. Amazing. That's awesome. That's so cool. I am. Where am I on the 3rd? I think I am actually DCA on the 3rd. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm DCA on the 3rd. Saturday the 2nd, I'm Disneyland. Sunday the 3rd is DCA. Monday the 4th is Disneyland. That's when I'm meeting up with JB and his wife Lisa from Main Gate Magic. Super excited to do that. And DCA again on the 5th. So yeah, that's kind of like the Disney days that I've got planned. And we do have the Laughter Apart video. That is, if you want to know the story of Flamingo Shorts and the Intercourse Cafe, of the random time I called the Intermission Cafe at All Stars Music, Intercourse Cafe. Yeah, it's all over there. It's all on that video. That video, it was a blast to make. It was so fun, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really was. So please go and watch that. Go send that some love, and not only that video, but so many more over in Signs. There's so many great videos over there that we absolutely love doing. So yeah. Essentially what I want to do is I want to talk about the Marvel video and how I've changed of being like more of a Marvel fan than I was. Now, granted, being starting the beginning of this year, I had only seen like a handful of movies. Those being the Iron Man movies, the Deadpool movies, and the first Ant-Man, essentially, I think is all I've seen before watching them all in like timeline order. And yeah, I have to say it makes a lot more sense with the timeline than it is just watching like the Iron Man one after the other or all that kind of stuff. So it was interesting to see how the story progressed. And hand on heart, honestly, I've got to say, like I'm loving what they're doing with it. Some of them were a bit naff, as like from my video. Eternals was absolutely shock. It was diabolical. It was so bad. Like I just could not sit through that one. That is 2 hours of my life that I can't get back, and it was shocking. I did not like it at all. That one. The Incredible Hulk. Eh, like I said in my video, I've never really been a fan of the Hulk. I've always found him to be like, I don't understand the premise of it. Like, I don't understand. I mean, looking back at it now, I can understand how like the science hadn't caught up for like Bruce to be like smart as the Hulk. Like I can see that, but also like he was a brilliant scientist who probably could have figured it out a little bit earlier. Like if he was struggling or whatever to like contain the anger, then like figure something out to like either bring like he did further on down the line in the Avengers movies. Um and yeah, like he's done it. They did it with She-Hulk as well. And now they're kind of like hand in hand or whatever. They're like, they were vibing in that series. One thing that I didn't do with this, and I was debating doing this, but I think it would take far too long, is to watch all of the series as well. Now, granted, there was a couple that I watched before I got to this conclusion. I watched Daredevil with the Netflix original, the first 3 original series from Netflix before it got canned. Now, Daredevil's always been one of my favorites. I love Matt Murdock. I love the fact that he is a lawyer fighting for justice, and he is some kick-ass crime fighting, no shits given, essentially. I absolutely love him. I really, really do. And yeah, so being able to watch Daredevil from like start to finish was fantastic. It was such a good it was such a good move, such a good series. Another one I really, really enjoyed, and it started off a little bit slow, and I was a bit reluctant to carry it on, was Jessica Jones. And oh my goodness, that show, honestly, I could watch that show again and again and again. I absolutely loved it. All 3 seasons of that were incredible. They really, really were. It's some other ones that I want to watch as well. Punisher being one of them. I love John Bernal's Punisher. He is by far the best iteration of the Punisher that I've seen in for ever. He's so gritty, and he's so like the Punisher's always been like gritty and always been like kind of crazy and just off the rails, but he takes it to a new level. Jiver, how's it going, man? How's it going? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. Such a good show. Such good shows. But yeah, so I was debating watching all of the series for this, and I thought it would take far too long. So what I have decided to do is I'm gonna watch the ones that are more relevant to the movies. So we're talking Falcon and Winter Soldier, we're talking WandaVision, we're talking Agatha All Along, we're talking some of the others as well, that are more relatable to the movies. Because Daredevil is like very street level, and as much as I love that, it doesn't really add a whole lot to the movie side of the story of like the MCU. Yeah, so I'm potentially going to be doing that over the course of the winter season, and just getting cozy, watching some series and making a couple of reviews for y'all about them. So yeah, yeah. Loki is another one that I do need to watch, and I've heard incredible things about Loki. It's also got Lightning McQueen in it, so I'm sold. So wow, ciao. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, there's so many series that I feel like I need to watch. I feel like it would have took too long to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna do them separately. Um, but yeah, so that was kind of the thinking of that. But going through these movies, I absolutely loved the majority of them, and I got to watch some that I watched when they came out, and kind of realized why I liked them. So yeah, so I I absolutely love doing this. I really, really did. Really opened up my eyes a little bit. I've always been a DC fan. Like some of my favorite superheroes are like the Teen Titans from like the series of Teen Titans, like Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Raven, Starfire. You know, all of those. Shazam's always been a big favorite of mine, and kind of like that universe of like Black Adam and the Shazam movies. Like I've watched all of the Shazam movies that came out. So yeah, I'm a big DC fan, but I've always kind of like got when the MCU got kicked off, it really confused my brain, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to ever catch up with these, because by the time I actually tried to, I was like, there was like 10 movies. I'm like, I physically don't think I'll be able to catch up with this and actually have it make sense. So I kind of stepped away from it and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna determine myself to do it, and lo and behold, I did. So yeah, yeah. Jiva, I am talking about the Daredevil series. Yes, yes. Um, yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Um, I mean, this is probably a hot take, but and I know it's absolutely garbage compared to Charlie Cox and the Daredevil series, but I quite enjoyed the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner as Elektra, and yeah, I quite enjoyed that. And Colin Firth, is it Colin Firth? Yeah, it is Colin Firth. Or Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell. Which one is it? I always get confused. Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Although the guy that played him in the series, who plays Poindexter, he is sadistic, man. Like it, I love that grittiness and that darkness of it. It's so good. It was so good. Yeah, I mean, I can see the opinion. I can see the opinion, and I'll take that on board. Like I will. I'll, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Like I totally get that. Um, Me personally, with these, I don't take like I used to read the Daredevil comics all the time, and like Iron Man comics, and um some Marvel comics when I was younger. But I always kind of take them aside, and be like, okay, they've got the source material, um so how are they gonna make that into something new for a newer audience? And for me personally, as someone who's watched it with fresh eyes, I think they've done well with it for the most part. Granted, there are a few that I could have done without watching. And one that I was really, really disappointed with, well, there's a couple, not really disappointed, but like ones that I thought could have done a lot better was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I truly think those could have been done a lot better, and you know, yeah, but it is what it is. They're out now. They're in the air. All they can do is get better. I mean, Thunderbolts was incredible. I really enjoyed. I quite enjoyed Captain America: Brave New World. I mean, getting to see Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross was pretty dang cool. Um, and yeah, it was pretty decent to be fair. I quite enjoyed it. But Thunderbolts really took the cake for me. I really did enjoy that a lot. I love the characters in Thunderbolts. There wasn't a character I didn't like from like in their respective like in their respective movies and things like that and series. So yeah, that's another one that I really enjoyed, and I'm super looking forward to Fantastic Four. I love Fantastic Four. It was one of my favorites growing up. I used to read those comics all the time, and I remember fondly with um, the Chris Evans when he was the Human Torch and all that kind of stuff, and Iron Grufford and Jessica Alba and Ben, whatever his name is, as the Thing. I love that cast, and this cast looks fantastic as well. So yeah. Let's just read that comment there, Jiva. When it comes to MCU, I'm super harsh because I grew up with the 90s comics and animated series. So this might, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I didn't watch a whole lot of like 90s Marvel animated stuff. I was more watching DC animated stuff. Like I say, Teen Titans was one that I grew up heavily with. Batman the animated series with Mark Hamill as the Joker, and Kevin Conroy as Batman. Like insane cast there. Like the phenomenal. Like known so well for their what do you call it? And Michael Chiklis, yeah, not Ben. I was thinking of his actual name in what do you call it? Yeah, he was great. Michael Chiklis was awesome. He was in another series at the time, and I can't. It was like I think it was called something My Ordinary Family or something like that. I'm gonna have to find it because I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But it was such. I think it was My Ordinary Family, or something like that. It was like a sitcom, but I think they were like superheroes, or he was a superhero. I think he had like super strength or something, and they was trying to. It's kind of like an Incredible situation where they're trying to keep it like under wraps. I think I can't. I think that's kind of like my memory of it. I might be completely wrong, but and Jivy, yeah, I did enjoy the OG movies. I did. Fantastic Four with Julian McMahon or Cole from Charmed, and Rise of the Silver Surfer was phenomenal cinema in like 07, 06, 07. I really enjoyed them a lot. I really did. But yeah, I grew up with a lot of DC, you know, and so I never really dabbled in the animated series and stuff. I read a few comics of like Deadpool and you know Captain America, Iron Man was one for me, and Fantastic Four, Daredevil. But yeah, so those were the things. Yeah, I love the movies. I know people had negative views or robot for movies. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. By far there is not enough Fantastic Four content. I totally agree with that. And I said I think I said it in my Marvel video. I was saying like Thunderbolts is one of my favorites because it's like a group of heroes or like a group of people, and I feel that works better with a superhero kind of like movie. That might be a hot take, but I prefer those over like a standalone kind of like solo kind of like hero movie. Um, granted, not that's to be taken with a pinch of salt because some of the solo ones were like chef's kiss. But if I were to kind of like rank them, and I might do this as like a future video, if I were to rank all of the movies, um, if we watched all of the if I ranked all of the movies, the ones of like the groups or like the group ones like Avengers, Thunderbolts, they'd be higher, I think, 100%, for sure, for sure. Oh, and if I were a MCU, you'd be Deadpool. I mean, same. Deadpool is my absolute favorite. I love that character so much. And honestly, when it first got announced back in like 20 2015, 2014, 2015. Um, when Ryan Reynolds announced that he was going to be Deadpool, Wade Wilson, I lost my shit because I was like, holy crap, they are bringing my favorite character to the silver screen. I didn't know that was going to be a thing, honestly. And when Disney took over Fox, I thought that it was going to be done, but oh my, Deadpool and Wolverine probably trumps the other two so much. Um, was just fantastic. Oh, I absolutely love Deadpool. He is my all-time favorite. I absolutely love him. Yes, No Ordinary Family. That is it. That is it. That is it. Yeah, absolutely. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to watch that again for sure. For sure. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, so um, yeah, this Marvel video was a big thing for me. I made it. I made it to be the big project for the year, and I set a time that I wanted it to get done, and we did it. We did. I'm not to sound egotistical, but I'm proud of myself for being able to catch up with the movies and all that kind of stuff, and be ready for the new phase that are to come. And safe to say, I am going to be looking forward to it as time goes on for the new movies to come out. Um, Oh yeah, Reynolds for Deadpool is such a good pick. There's been many times in the comics and things like that he's referred to himself as Ryan Reynolds, that he looks like Ryan Reynolds, that or he wants to meet Ryan Reynolds, and yeah, so it was just the honestly, it was like the best pick you could do. It's like, for me, no one else can be Wolverine unless they really do a fantastic job of like how Hugh Jackman did. Um, it was on Chris Pratt when it first came out, but it turned out to be great for Deadpool. Yeah, Chris Pratt. He's funny. He's a funny guy. He's not Deadpool level of humor. He is not as crass as Deadpool is. He's not as a person, where I think Ryan Reynolds is in general. He is a very kind of like, he's got a very like dry pan and kind of like crass humor, and he can make innuendos literally out of anything. Um, but Chris Pratt does a fantastic job as Peter Quill, Star Lord. He's in one of my favorite shows, Parks and Rec. I like Andy. Chris Pratt is probably, he's top tier for me as like an actor, for sure, as like a comedic actor. I will say, don't like him as a voice actor. He's done a few voice acting things. He's done Mario from the Mario movie, and he's done Garfield, like a new Garfield, like kind of like presentation, like Garfield movie. Not a big fan of that. But him as a comedic actor, he's always on point with some jokes, and he's very quick, and he can kind of like, he can go off the cuff a little bit sometimes, which is what you want with a comedic actor. You want them to be able to improvise and be able to like do what they do. But I think Chris Pratt did a fantastic job as Star Lord. Like I said, with the Guardians, kind of like sections of the move of my video, Guardians are some of my favorites. 100%. I remember watching. I was, what was I going to say? I remember watching the first Guardians when it came, not as soon as it came out, but like a couple of months after, and I really enjoyed it purely for the music. Again, story didn't make sense to me because I was like, "Oh, what's going on here? Why is a Marvel movie in space? What is this?" But then it made sense because obviously space is a thing, and you know, Thanos, and we know the story. But 2 and 3, 2, 100%. I absolutely love number 2. 3, the villain was a bit crap. I didn't like the villain. He was a bit naff, so we can chuck him in the bin. So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed Guardians. It was a lot of fun. How does Wolverine get away of Hugh Jackman? Would you be off put by the movie without Wolverine without him? By the movie Wolverine. Would he be put off by the movie? Um yeah, I mean Hugh Jackman's getting on a bit. I mean, I'm a huge fan of X-Men. I always have been. X-Men is like one of my favorite kind of like franchises of Marvel. I've always kind of like appreciated them. Again, the X-Men cartoon was something I grew up with, like that classic 90s X-Men cartoon. Um that they've just currently not currently, but they did a few years back. They did X-Men '97, which was exactly kind of like the art style and everything that it was way back when. I mean, Hugh Jackman, he is Wolverine. If they were to recast, there were talks of a couple of people. One being Henry Cavill, and there was talks. I think there was talks of Daniel Radcliffe doing it as well. So like Harry, the guy who played Harry Potter. Um, but I don't know how true to the source that was. Henry Cavill obviously was in Deadpool and Wolverine. He was the Cavalrine. And I've heard that there's talks of potentially him being in kind of like an alternate universe, kind of like Marvel. I don't know if it's going to be Doomsday or whatever. So not sure. Yeah, Hugh's like 150 years old now. Yeah, he's getting on a bit, but they're going to be doing it till he's 90. So who knows? Yeah, X-Men childhood cartoon. I absolutely loved it. I loved X-Men. Gambit was always my favorite. So when I saw Gambit, when Channing Tatum was doing Gambit, I was like, this is dope. This is like so cool. So I appreciate Gambit being there because Gambit has always needed to be on the big screen for me. Like he's such a cool concept of a character. Is so cool. He's quite cool. Yeah, I think The Witcher could be a Wolverine. I think so. Yeah, there's been talks of him doing it for quite a while. In kind of like iterations and stuff before like Hugh was doing Deadpool and Wolverine, I think, because he wanted to do like an alternate kind of like like multiverse kind of version of it. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, realistically, the goal for this video was not only to watch the movies, but to like be something different that I've never done before. I mean, I've done movie reviews in the past, and I could have easily done a movie review for every one of them, but I thought if I were to do it all together, it would make it more interesting as like an editing side project. And I think the video turned out well, albeit there was a slight audio problem. And I think that was my doing. I was messing about with the settings a little bit, and it was one of them. It was like I kind of messed up a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. It wouldn't be me if something messed up. So yeah. Um, yeah, I'm excited for the Gambit movie as well. I'm hoping it'll be cool. I'm hoping it'll be like insanely cool. And I'm doing my US trip in 6 days. I've got a countdown going. 6 days left to go. I fly out next Monday, 28th. So very, very excited. I've got 10 days in California. I've got a lot planned, and I'm taking you guys for the ride. We're doing Disneyland. We're doing Knott's Berry Farm. We're doing our day in Hollywood. Going to go and play some golf at a place Steve recommended, where he used to play. And it's meant to be a place for night golf as well, which I'm looking forward to because I've never done that before. So I'm super excited for that. There's a couple of days where I'm, doing some resort hopping and all that kind of stuff. You get to see like the Disney hotels and stuff like that. I've got a day, a kind of like an afternoon where I'm going to record a podcast episode over there, kind of like a whole kind of like breakdown of the trip so far and all that kind of stuff. So I've got a lot of recording planned. I've got a lot of stuff planned. I'm very, very excited to share it with you and have, just have that experience again with you guys. Um, yeah, I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. I can't wait to share it with y'all. Really can't. It's going to be a fantastic time for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait. First time in California. First time ever on like the west coast of America. Can't wait. Can't wait. So looking forward to it. It's going to be insanely cool. So let's go. Let's go. But yeah, so it's all come in. It's what got me through. It's what got me through. And I'm near enough packed. Near enough packed. I've got a few things left to pack in my hold luggage suitcase. And I've got a couple of things left to put on my carry-on. As the day gets closer, like my laptop and all my camera peripherals and stuff and all that junk wires have got to go in the hold luggage and all that kind of stuff. So it's last minute bits, but I can do that like the night before and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be an exciting time. It's gonna be an exciting time. Meeting up with a few people as well, hopefully within Disney. So that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, so and anywhere else. I mean, we'll have to see who wants to do whatever. So whoever's free to do stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So on the Hollywood tour, we're going to Venice Beach and like the Muscle Beach, like where all that is and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to going to Venice Beach. And I'm playing golf down near Newport Beach as well, where Steve recommended to play golf. Yeah, yeah. Jiver's asking the all important questions. Am I more a MCU or Disney fan? I mean, it's got to be Disney. It is hands down. Disney is the one that started all of this. Disney is the one that made me who I am. So yeah, Disney's a big thing for me. I've always kind of like been a Disney fan. Kind of stemmed from when I was a little bit younger, and watching the Disney movies, and then going to the parks and all that kind of stuff when I was younger, and that really kind of like started the fire and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hands down Disney fan. This little guy is my all-time favorite. This little Stitch here is my all-time favorite dude. I love him to bits. And yeah, like everybody knows that Stitch is my favorite. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, it's the kids know at work that Stitch is my favorite. They've given me so many great presents to do with Stitch as we were leaving work for the term. And yeah, I can't thank them enough. So yeah, they know how much I'm Stitch. I love Stitch. So crazy. Excuse me, got a throat's dry. I don't know why. You don't integrate Star Wars into Disney. My heart, they belong to Lucas. I can understand that. I can understand that. Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, I didn't really associate Marvel with Disney. I was like, or like Fox or anything like that. I was like, no, these are not part of Disney. Um, Disney to me was kind of like like animation and the movies that I grew up on, and then when they buy something, it's like, well, that's not they've not made any of that. They've not made any of that content, so it's not technically Disney. But I guess that doesn't ring true anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Spider-Man, X-Men. Yeah, but I grew up watching them as well when I was a tiny little bit older. The Spider-Man cartoon, the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon was one that I used to watch as well. The X-Men, but I think because I watched Disney stuff more and kind of like all that kind of stuff. I think that's why it holds a candle so dear to my heart. Um, yeah, Spider-Man shoots the whole day. Fair enough. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, the other big thing that I am quite a big fan of is Harry Potter. I not so much anymore. Um, granted, because I'm of the age where I grew up with all those movies when I was a kid, and they kind of like grew up with those. Um, but I don't really watch it so much anymore. I'm not really associated with like Harry Potter anymore. It's not something I kind of like like look towards or anything. Disney is the big thing. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, the style, the gist, yeah, yeah. That's it. That was one of those things that was like, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Disney have made some purchases, and hey ho, we just live with it, I guess, because what are we going to do about it? Who cares what we think? So yeah, it's one of those things. It's life. Whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, so good times, good times. Um, but yeah, so speaking of the Marvel movie, and all that kind of stuff, and Marvel and all that kind of stuff, it is safe to say that I am now kind of like a fan of the MCU. Um, and I will be bringing some more content of that kind of like movie reviews and all that kind of stuff. There are so many cool things I want to do in the part that relate to like the MCU and stuff like that. Avengers Campus, it's something I want to do at DCA. And Fantastic Four will be meeting whilst I'm over there at Tomorrowland in Disneyland. So I'm super looking forward to that. I get to meet all four characters of the Fantastic Four first steps kind of like era of Fantastic Four with their uniforms and superhero like costumes and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very looking forward to that. Um, yeah, for sure. It's going to be absolutely cool. I think it's going to be a good time being able to see all those things and experience it. Yeah, I mean, hey, I wish I could do magic. That'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd like that. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'll still sit and watch the movies. 100%. Like if I'm really in the mood to do so, I'll sit and watch the movies of Potter. But I'm not going out my way to do a whole lot. Excuse me. I've never been to the Universal parks. Um, that's something I do want to do, but I do want to do all the Harry Potter stuff. So granted, I want to do Florida version of Universal because they've got three Harry Potter lands. They've got Diagon Alley, they've got Hogsmeade and the castle, Hogwarts, and they've got the Ministry of Magic as well, and like the French kind of like area from Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, so something I do want to do in the future at some point. Fantastic Four and Gambit is like my most wanted. Absolutely, absolutely, mate. If Gambit were in the parks, I would absolutely love that. Deadpool was in the parks for a little while, and Wolverine when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and they stopped it over at Marvel Avengers Campus. Absolutely gutted. I would have loved to have met Deadpool. That would have been like the absolute dream of mine to meet Deadpool as like superhero. Well, like like super powered, mutant kind of like he's not a superhero, is he? Let's be real. Um yeah, so I mean, hey, it's all good. It's all good. I would love to meet Deadpool and Gambit. Jiver thinks I would make a good Gambit. Push yourself while in Hollywood. Hey, man, it's maybe who knows? Who knows? Maybe some sort of editing business will take off and all that kind of stuff. Like it's something I do want to do going forward in the future. I do want to start pushing on the sidelines, and I tried to push it out a little bit, but I do have a little bit of an editing kind of little side biz that is kind of laid dormant at the moment. It's called Sun and Moon Editing. Um, affordable, professional, all that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, I want to do that. I want to potentially get into some editing and whatnot. So I might get some business cards made and start shipping them out maybe or something as time goes on in like September, what time or whatever. Once I'm back from holiday and all that kind of stuff. Remember seeing when they teased Gambit? Who trained you? The minions? Yeah, that was. I love that scene. It was so funny. Who is your dialect coach? Hmm. Woo! I'm about to name myself over here. I Channing Tatum he just threw it out. He absolutely nailed. I think he nailed it. 100%, 100% nailed it. I think. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, but yeah, it's for sure. I honestly I love making this video. I absolutely loved making this video. It was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed doing all of this, watching them and creating this video. And yeah, this is by far the biggest video. I think it's close to 2 hours, so it's one of the bigger ones on my channel. Um, albeit without being like a stream or whatever. Um, hey, who knows, man? Who knows? You never know. You never know. Life can open some doors, man. Life could open some doors. Life could open some doors. You never know. You never know. Um, yeah. So who knows what could happen in the future? Who knows what could happen in the future? Lady killer. I don't want to be be a lady. Well, I don't want to be that. Hey, women are strong. I don't want to be throwing that out there. Yeah. So, I mean, realistically, um, yeah, realistically, I feel like this video turned out surprisingly well. Um, I mean, the audio was a bit naff. That was my fault. Um, yeah, that was my thing. Yeah, so yeah, super excited that it's out there now. How will you guys make videos when you're together though? So here's what's happening. These guys are gonna be doing their videos, doing their regular thing without me. I think, and it's whilst I'm away, I'm going to be recording all of my time there and all that kind of stuff. Gosh, my throat is killing me, man. I don't know why it's so dry. What the heck? Yeah. So I'm gonna record and everything whilst I'm over there. If I can pop on live with like a Friday ride through or whatever, what I might do, realistically, what I might do wholeheartedly is try and go live on like a ride through whilst I'm at Disneyland for the ride through one night. I'm not entirely sure. Um so but yeah, what I do know is what I'm doing is I am recording everything myself to go on the channel. It's going to be edited. Vlogs are going to start coming out like the middle of August. So once I'm back and I'm kind of like settled and got all the footage together and pieced out how I'm going to edit it, I've not really got a full plan of how I'm going to edit it just yet. It's probably going to be like a regular kind of like travel vlog. You know, some sweet music, a little bit of montage, a little bit of a trailer, a little bit of, you know, me doing what I do with throughout the day and all that kind of stuff, points of interest and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Um, yeah. So, you know, it is what it hopefully it all turns out good. It all turns out good. And yeah. Thank you for this, Jiva. I appreciate that. You're my superstar Zach casting as Zach. That is me. That is me. I am your superstar casting. I'm in a game. I'm in a game. So, you know, multiple perspective rides. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. So that's what we do on a Friday. We take a ride, we talk about it, we take, you know, bits that we like, bits that we don't like, and we talk about the ride, we ramble, we have a good time on a Friday night. So, you know, it's going to be, hopefully we can do one of those live next week, essentially. Because I believe next Friday, when am I next Friday? I'm at, might be in the park next Friday. I might be in Disney next Friday, actually. Let me have a look. Friday I am at Knott's Berry Farm. So yeah. So yeah. Maybe there'll be a Knott's ride. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I'm not entirely sure. Um so I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. What I do know is that I've got some plans for how I'm going to record everything and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I think it's gonna be a great time. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Um, yeah, looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a fantastic kind of holiday vacation kind of break from the world. And then I'm coming back and I've got like 3 weeks celebrating my birthday with my family. I didn't do that last year, celebrating my birthday over in the States. So this is kind of like a redo of spending it with the family this year coming. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Looking forward to, you know, all of the break that I've got coming with some days out and all that kind of stuff as I come back. And yeah, for sure, for sure. It's gonna be a good time. Looking forward to it. But yeah, there's a lot of content coming for the channel over the next few months. Yeah, there's we've got the, obviously we had the Marvel video come out. We've got the vlogs coming in August. And they'll take us all the way up through till pretty much November if I do like once a week like I did once I did for the last vacation series of Walt Disney World. And do I've got like, looks like I've got about 13 videos planned for the what you call it. I'll try my best. I mean, I'll try my best. I will try my best for sure. I will make it as awkward as possible. Promise you. Because yeah, that's what I do. I make things awkward. No, I don't. I'm joking. I'm a I'm a delight. I'm a grade A dude. But yeah, so, and then I've got some fun videos planned coming up towards Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the rest of the year, is pretty much near enough planned out for videos and stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it all pans out and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, for sure, for sure. It's going to be a great time, most definitely. Yeah. You have to make it awkward. Nah, you wouldn't make it awkward, Jiver. You wouldn't make it awkward. You're a cool guy. You're a cool guy. It's not it's not awkward. Don't worry about it. But yeah. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, if you're here and you're a little bit shy, please don't be. Please put some questions out in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if there's any questions you want answered, or all that kind of stuff. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And we'll probably do another 5 minutes or so before I call the stream. Because yeah, it's been going almost an hour now, which is good. So very exciting. I've got another stream planned for tomorrow as well. The plan tomorrow is to sort my Lorcana cards out. I've got some Lorcana cards that need to sort out, and I want to sort my folder out as well. So I thought I'd go live with that as well. Do that, just a nice chill stream, like a multi camera like screen, like chill stream. And I kind of want to do that and just showcase that again. And yeah, it's I love collecting Lorcana cards, so it's cool to share that with you all as well. And hey, Disney in a different form, you know what I mean? It's exactly what it is. But yeah, so that's tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. Not sure what time. I did say around about 8 p.m. in Discord. And actually, what I might do, give me a second here, because what I might do is whilst I'm here, because I don't. People know I am shocking at promoting stuff. Like I'm really bad at it. Really bad at it. But if you guys would like to join the Discord, it is in the chat for y'all. It's on the screen. If you do want to potentially come and join, if you do want to come join, if you do have Discords, you get new updates on videos, and you get to come chat with all the other Disney adults that are part of the community as well. And yeah, so please feel free to join. The more the merrier, for sure. You get like access to videos early on, like it's the first place I post. You get access to polls and all that kind of stuff from like the channel, early access to stuff. Yeah, so for sure. Unrelated question, just because you mentioned the actor. So Henry Cavill, I assume you watched The Witcher and thoughts. I've not watched The Witcher yet. I have heard very good things about The Witcher, though. I've heard that it was played superbly well. I really enjoyed the games. I really enjoyed the games. And I've not read the books or anything. That is something I do want to do. I do want to read the Witcher books because I've heard they are superb. So in the short term of your question, Jiver, no, I've not watched The Witcher, but I do want to watch The Witcher. So it is on my watch list. I've not had a chance to. I've not had a chance to. Busy doing this stuff. So, and then I've watched 6 months worth of Marvel movies, so I've not really had a chance to do anything. Plus, we're watching every single animated movie by Disney over on for Science for our reanimated series over there. So in case you want to talk about Disney classics, we've just done which one just came out? Was it Melody Time? I think we just done Melody Time. So yeah, go and watch those over on Science Amusement. It's a lot of fun. We've got a new one coming out, I think next week. I think next week is the next one that comes out. And that was a great one. We enjoyed talking about that one as well. So yeah, so calling calling me names. What's going on? No, I'm joking. If people didn't call me names, I'd be worried. I will watch The Witcher. I will watch it for sure. For sure, it is definitely on the list for sure that I do want to watch. Most definitely, most definitely. So, yeah, that is on my list for sure. But yeah, um, if nobody else has got any questions, I think it's a good place to end this stream. We've been going for just over an hour now. And yeah, so I mean, thank you so much to people who took the time to come and to comment and to take some time out your evening. I, I've enjoyed talking to y'all. I've enjoyed making this video. If you haven't seen the video, please go and do so. I will put the link in the chat for y'all in case you do want us to go watch it. Let me just get that real quick for y'all. Do 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 do. Link. There we go. I'll paste that. Yeah. Love to learn some classics. We even have voice actors. Yeah, we've had some voice actors on. JB, who was on the channel here, was a voice actor. He does he does his own podcast as well called Main Gate Magic. We've also had over on our last trivia event, What's This? Over on Sounds Amusement, we had a good friend of the channel, Jeff, who is a superb impersonator of Goofy. So yeah, we've had some great people on the show as well. So, and some great people here as well. And I'm always looking for guests for the podcast. So if anyone is interested, please hit me up in DMs in Instagram or on Discord or email. My email is on the channel as well in case you want to get interested. But yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Big goal is to try and get to 500 by the end of the year. Let's see if we can. Let's see. I mean, I'm not fussed if we don't, but it'd be cool if we did. And if we do, there might be a little giveaway to go to for the end of the year, like for a New Year's, like kind of like giveaway type thing, deal type scenario. But if there is something you do want to potentially win over at Signs of Amusement, let me grab it up here for you. Let me do that. Once it's up, let me see here. Let me share my screen. Here we go. So if you would like to help us hit 1,000 subs over on Signs of Amusement, you have the chance to win a life-size rocket raccoon that is seen in Jason's background for most of his videos. Jay bought it back in 2014. Slightly larger than life figure at 3 feet tall. Estimated value of around 1,300 to 3,000 based on eBay listings. 2014 limited edition. There was only one production run ever. Tail is removable for storage, as you can see there, is removable there. And yeah, so if you do want a chance to win, you need to be signed to Signs of Amusement. That is the way you that you get your entry. You have to be subscribed there. And if you want extra entries, you get one per entry for every other channel: Expedition Steve, my channel here, Disney Magic Zach, Middle Age Magic, which is Shaz and Sam, and Alpha Travel On, which is our good friend Kenny, and some friends channels as well. Leaving Today podcast, Goofy Stories, which is Jeff, which I've mentioned before, and our friend Leo, Leo on the Mouse, who has started a brand new channel which will be launching with some videos within the next couple of weeks. He's just been finishing up a time at Disneyland. So we're going to expect some videos from him very soon. So if there is something you do want to do, please please go ahead and check him out. He's so cool. Honestly, I wish I could win him because I absolutely love Rocket Raccoon. He is one of my favorite characters from Guardians. But yeah, feel free to go and hit that up. And yeah, so there we go. No, Jiver, you can't cheat. You can't cheat. You can do it. You can do it legally. You can do it that way. Good evening. Hello, 927 with Cakes and Kenny J. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for looking forward to following your channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a fellow member of the Disney Streams Network. It's not very often I go live on my own channel. It's very, very rare that I do when it's not connected to Signs of Amusement doing our weekly ride-throughs, but I am doing a couple this week as well. So keep your eyes open. We've got one tomorrow. Like I say, we're going to have another nice chill stream where we're going to sort out my Locana cards. It's going to be a nice chill stream. So yeah, feel free to come to that. I'll post the link in the Discord if you do want to join that. That is up above in the description as well. There it is again. There, up there in case you want to see it. And the Marvel video link is there as well in case you want to see that as well. In case you're wondering what the hell we've been talking about this evening. Recently got into the Marvel movies, watched all of them over like a 6-month period, made a massive video about it. It's posted on the channel yesterday, that being the 21st of July 2025, in case you're watching this in the future. And yeah, it's a great time. So I just want to say a huge thank you to y'all for helping me to do all of this. It's certainly is a dream. It's a blast, man. I love making videos and having all of y'all be here. It's just so cool. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of that fun stuff here. Not only here, but also on Signs of Amusement, in case you do want a chance of winning that big old Rocket Raccoon. Because that is, my God, if I had the chance, I'd snatch that up off him, honestly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another stream. See y'all then. Peace.